R-Truth would deliver his balls to Nick Aldis tonight because he wanted to be in the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament. Well, he would take his balls back because Nick Aldis already had R-Truth's name in the tournament, in the tumbler, so hopefully he'll get drawn. We did get the announcement, though, from Nick Aldis of the next 2 matches to take place in the tournament. Next week on SmackDown, we'll see Jey Uso take on The Miz, and it will be LA Knight versus a complete and utter mystery. What an awful tease! You know, all week now, all we're going to hear is who do you think it's going to be, which obviously makes sense. They want to build up the hype and the anticipation. It could be like a returning Randy Orton. But we do know that NXT stars are included in this, so it could be someone like a Joe Hendry, or it could be Obafemi. And also people that currently don't work for the company. So it could be people like Jeff Hardy. It could be Matt Cardona from TNA. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. But Michael Cole said it on commentary tonight. 5 weeks from Saturday is John Cena's last ever match in WWE. Where the hell has the time gone? This is things you might have missed from WWE SmackDown. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Set up from our first segment of the night, something fresh for Cody Rhodes, in WWE at least, as Zelina Vega would slap the WWE Champion. Our main event tonight would see Cody go one-on-one with Aleister Black. During the match, we'd see Drew McIntyre claymore a referee, as all hell would break loose with then a beatdown on Cody, who was saved by Damian Priest. So I definitely smell a tag match happening here. General Manager Nick Aldis would then appear, and I don't think that tag match has happened immediately, as he would then suspend Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre furious, but he is now suspended from WWE. I wonder how long that lasts. When he returns, though, I definitely want to see Drew McIntyre versus a referee. That is a match I need to see, damn it. Tomosso Ciampa would emerge tonight to be the man to answer the open challenge of Ilja Dragunov for the United States Championship. Dragunov, though, denied his request, and instead, the challenge would then be answered by Johnny Gargano. Dragunov sort of nominating Gargano to take that spot. Surely the whole point of this is an open challenge and anyone can answer it. Ciampa answered it and Dragunov said no. You have commentary talking about how Ilja Dragunov is keeping the spirit and the legacy of the open challenge alive. But is he though? Is he not tarnishing it by denying a request as a babyface from a heel wanting a shot? Surely. Nonetheless, our first match of the night was Johnny Gargano versus Ilja Dragunov with the US title on the line, and Ilja Dragunov would retain the United States Championship. Now, I didn't mind this match. This match was good. The crowd sucked, though. There was even moments during this match that the crowd were chanting for Michael Cole. Like, what? Imagine that! A fantasy match between Dragunov and Gargano got literal Michael Cole chants. Ouch. Undoubtedly, we will get Tomosso Ciampa challenging for that title eventually, but we're also setting up the Tama Tonga thing. Last week and this week, Tama Tonga confronted Dragunov backstage, but didn't answer the challenge. You know he's going to eventually, right? A great presentation tonight for our brand new women's champion, Jade Cargill, simply coming out, taking just mere moments to say that she's that bitch. Mic drop, and it was all it needed to be. What a teaser, though. As Jade was leaving, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss would emerge. Of course, Charlotte coming out to the ring for her match, but that stare down between Charlotte and Jade. You know, WWE doesn't do things for coincidence now. Now, this is definitely not the first time we've seen WWE have Jade and Charlotte sizing each other up, so we probably are getting close to them running some kind of program between the two. The question then becomes, what happens with Alexa Bliss? Does Alexa just become the tag partner that gets beat in the feud? Or do they break up Charlotte and Alexa and then have Charlotte revert to her old ways of chasing the women's championship? Maybe. One thing we do know, though, is next week, Jade Cargill will have her first match as women's champion, and it will be against B-Fab. I'm interested to see how this is. Well, Nia Jax would beat Charlotte Flair tonight after a distraction as Lash Legend would attack Alexa Bliss. Lash Legend is with Nia Jax. Now, these two recently feuded over on NXT, and it was absolutely cool, to be fair. So maybe we're going to do like a mutual respect storyline where, Lash has been called up thanks to Nia Jax because Nia knows what a badass she is. But at birth of a new tag team potentially and new challengers for Charlotte and Alexa. So does that change our outlook on the potential of the Kabuki Warriors beating Charlotte and Alexa for the tag belts? Of course, I don't normally mention this stuff, but I have to. It was that blatant. There was lots of times during this match where the black screen of death would happen. Well, it's not exactly that. It's obviously WWE cutting the feed. Charlotte Flair having multiple wardrobe malfunctions during this match. No, I'm not going to show you dirty perverts. But yeah, there's no way in hell Charlotte Flair's wearing that gear ever again in WWE. They did do a great backstage segment with Lash and Nia, which was great to introduce Lash Legend, but also they did confirm that basically the NXT feud led to respect like that. We would later on see Dr. Asuka show up, and of course she had some medicine for Charlotte and Alexa that sprayed in their eyes as Nurse Kyrie watched on. I love this. Chelsea Green is the new Women's United States Champion, defeating Julia tonight. Chelsea did cheat to win, but obviously Kiana James did punch Chelsea before, so, fair is fair. This now makes both Chelsea and Ethan Page double champions. Of course, Ethan Page and Chelsea won those AAA mixed tag team titles. Ethan Page is the North American champion. Chelsea now the United States champion. I am so on board with this duo. I loved what they've done on NXT, and it was great to see Ethan was there tonight in the audience for this moment, and Michael Cole would acknowledge the fact these two are not only double champs, they had the belts and everything, but honestly, great to see. And I actually hope this is how Ethan gets called up, because I think this pairing works. As you can imagine, though, lots of fans upset at Julia losing her United States title. Obviously, her reign was booked very weak, let's be honest. Now, hopefully WWE has some kind of plan here to maybe move Julia up the card. I don't know if I have faith in that completely, but we will wait and see. Tala Tonga defeated Rey Fenix tonight, and I actually really enjoyed this match. I thought this match did a great job of showing the dominance of Tala Tonga. Before the match, we saw the Motor City Machine Guns and Shinsuke Nakamura come out to equalise some of the numbers. And afterwards, a non-medically cleared Sami Zayn with a steel chair would see off the remaining MFTs from doing further damage. Could we be setting up a War Games or maybe even a Survivor Series match there? Obviously, the wild card is the Wyatt Sicks. WWE certainly hasn't forgot this feud at all. Obviously, last week they were stalking the MFTs. This week it looked like they was ready for an attack before Eric Rowan would stop them, saying the time isn't right. Still no Bo Dallas, but obviously we all know the reasons why now, so completely understandable. Maybe that's why they're delaying this feud a little bit, maybe. A decent SmackDown tonight for sure. Lots to talk about, and that's always a very good thing. So for me, a very respectable 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments section below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you back here Monday. Peace!